Yo, check, check, check. Lyricist Global. Blessings, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm Koro, and this is Lyricist Global, where we break down lyrics, we speak about hip hop and things that we're interested in surrounding hip hop, you know what I mean? All things hip hop as well as all things lyricism, all things that have to concern the discipline, the skill of what it takes to be a good lyricist, you know what I mean? Right now I want to talk about a song that Drake recently released from his ICEMAN album called Make Them Know. And it's really just some lyrics from the song. Now he says in this song at the end, da 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 da. This album, I'm never submitting it, cause I know that they'll never consider it. This might be the 1 year I won, cause I know how they like to position it. My bros want a mob on the stage, but I tell them boys, nah, have some discipline. We don't even want what they giving us, cause them shits don't even have no significance. They just want to turn up with the gang. They just want to turn up with the syndicate. Now, Drake is making it known that he's anti-Grammy. He's anti these award shows, these awards that they want to give artists, because he knows how biased they are and who's really running it behind the scenes. And he's having none of it, right? He doesn't even want to give them the satisfaction of thinking that they can be in a position to choose him as a winner or not. You know what I'm saying? And that's basically him taking back his power. That's basically him positioning himself to not be subject to their criticism and their system, which is very smart, you know what I mean? And I think it's something that more artists should look into, and more artists should do as, as creatives. Like, really and truly, it's all politics. These Grammy Awards, most of these awards, whether it be music or in filmmaking, acting and whatnot, they don't mean anything. And we give way too much significance to them, right? We give way too much importance. We place too much importance on it, especially as black creatives. So I like how Drake is taking this position where he's like, man, we don't even need a Grammy. And I was looking at it. Drake has been in the game since 2006. Drake has been in the game since 2006. And since 2006 to now, which would be 20 years, Drake has only won 5 Grammy Awards. Right? You're telling me since 2006 to now, Drake hasn't created more than 5 memorable songs or 5 memorable albums and had like countless hits? How is it that Drake has only 5 Grammys? Meanwhile, other artists who came in the game way after Drake have had way less impact than Drake, have more Grammy Awards. Right? It just shows you what the Grammys are about. And clearly Drake has some beef with the Grammys, or they have had some beef with him over the years. You know what I'm saying? You've been in the game for 20 years, been running the game for at least 15 years consecutively, and you only have 5 Grammys? That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? I could see how he would be kind of pissed off with them and want to boycott them. At the end of the day, we don't even rock with them like that. We don't even want to give them that much importance and validation, you know what I'm saying? Screw them. And he has every right to say that. You know what I'm saying? 100% in agreement with that stance. You see? Too many artists have like way less impact on the culture and have more accolades and rewards for their minimal impact that they've had within a short space of time, compared to Drake, who's been impactful, dominant, just overall great. Overall, just as I said, dominant. Just dominating the charts, dominating the conversations, dominating the culture. So for him to just have 5, that's definitely disrespect. And yeah, I don't think he should submit either. As one of the leaders of the genre and of hip hop, he definitely should take a stand and show them that, listen, we have the power. We're not going to give you that much value within our culture, within our cultural space. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, big ups to Drake for doing that. And they have no significance. It's of no more importance. Grammys don't mean anything again. You know what I'm saying? And as black entertainers, that is the stance that most of us should take, if not all of us. We need to create our own award shows, our own awards that are based on real merit and not who you can persuade behind the scenes and how many votes you can get from a group of people who have nothing to do with your culture and who have nothing to do with talent and how, you know what I mean? They have no talent of their own musically. So why are they judging talent? Why are they judging musical talent? They're not from this culture, so why are they being the judges of this culture? Who are they? You know what I'm saying? We've seen the biases over the years of who they choose to give these awards to and who they choose not to give the awards to. So why are we giving these people any more power than what they have already? Why aren't we taking back our power and creating our own award shows, right? And just boycotting the whole thing altogether. I know me personally, when Kanye West went on his rant against the Jewish community, when Kyrie Irving wouldn't take the jab, and they took away Kanye's contracts, and they took away Kyrie's power, right? Nike dropped him from sponsoring him from their brand. Similar thing with Kanye. He lost the business deal with Adidas and all of that. I stopped wearing Adidas and I stopped wearing Nike. Just as, your average consumer, to show that, as a black person, I'm taking back my power in every way possible, because these people don't deserve the satisfaction of thinking that they can control me in this type of way, of thinking that they can disrespect us whenever they please and we'll still work with them because they are these big powerhouses and we need them. We, the consumers, have the power ultimately, right? And it's the same thing with the creatives in the music industry, right? The creators have the ultimate power. Spotify paying us 85 cents per stream or whatever the case may be, while they're making billions upon billions. Well, take back your power. Don't put your music on Spotify. Just as an example, you know what I'm saying? My music is still there, but for a time. I'm definitely seeking alternatives. And I definitely want more black people to have the same approach as Drake is having with the Grammys and other award shows. I remember Drake is one of the only black artists in recent times who won a Grammy, came on stage and said, hey, you see this thing right here, this award, it doesn't really mean that much. This award is no measure of your success or your achievements, right? Your real success is how your supporters look at you, how your fans look at you, how much support they give you directly, right? How much your friends love you, how much your family means to you and have your back, right? How you've touched the people around you and impacted them. That's the real success. That's the real reward right there. It's not about getting a trophy from an organization. And I love that. I love that stance. And I think that is the approach that we should be having. I hope that the younger generation is leaning more towards that. I hope we're, considering these things and trying to push in the direction of creating our own awards, especially as melanated beings. Not to mention, the Oscars and how they've done entertainers, black entertainers in the Oscars, right? Every award that they have given in the past, I don't know, except Sinners, most Oscars that were won by black people were given to them because of some role that they played where they were either a slave or they were depicting black trauma. You know what I'm saying? You have to be some type of drug dealer or corrupt cop, or you have to be screwing some white guy like what Halle Berry was doing in Monsters Ball or whatever that movie's called, right? She was screwing some old white guy. That's when she won hers. Denzel was playing some dirty corrupt cop, right? That sister who played Precious, I didn't even watch that movie, but from the reviews, it was one of the most like traumatizing movies. It depicted a black woman in one of the worst ways possible. That's how she won. 12 Years a Slave, we saw what that guy went through to get, the people in that cast went through to win a Oscar. He had to be a slave and go through the worst things, right? So, yeah, man. As simple as these lines are, they're very significant in, their symbolic aspect, in a very symbolic way when it comes to black art and how us as black creatives, melanated beings, see these awards and how much power we give to these organizations to validate our talent and our achievements, right? Because we don't need them, they need us. And that's something that we always need to keep in mind. We don't need them, they need us, right? So, yeah. Tell me your thoughts, give me your opinions. Leave them in the comment section, you know what I'm saying? Like, share, subscribe. And stay tuned for the next rant or the next reasoning, the next breakdown. You know what I mean? Peace.